Today we're going to be looking at gold, and we're going to talk about the moves and the analysis and how I profited so much last week on gold, and I want to share my thoughts on gold. Last week the Discord server had a lot of profitable trades with gold, especially I think we had really nice wins. And now it's time for me to come back on YouTube and explain to you gold and explain my analysis for gold, even though the chart looks very messy. Okay, this for me is a messy chart. I don't like my charts looking like this, so we're going to clean it up today. We're going to analyze it and we're going to break it down, and we're going to really understand how the market is and where we think it's heading towards. So I did a seminar on this as well. Again, if you're interested in seminars, live trade analysis, me explaining the markets, me explaining candlesticks or anything in general, make sure you go check out the free Discord server, link in the description below. Make sure you subscribe. Before I continue with the gold analysis, make sure you subscribe and share this content, and make sure you like this content too, and comment down below which chart you'd like to see next. Now, with the market, the reason why I love gold so much, and I actually forgot about it. I forgot how much love I had for gold until last week when, I primarily just focused on one currency, and that was gold. And we had a really good week. Okay, really good week. I'm going to share my FX book on my Discord server, so make sure you go check that out. So everything's raw footage on there, no fakes, no trading, no demo accounts. It's all real accounts, and we had a really good run. And just to let you know, every trade that I put in the Discord server, I also take. I'm not just giving out signals. Those are my analysis. So if you want to take those trades as well, you can, but I take those trades. So if it's not me that's going to win, if I win, we all win. If I lose, you lot could potentially lose, but we all learn from our losses. Now, we haven't had a loss in a while with our Discord server, but with gold, we're going to clean it up and we're going to analyze. So let's go ahead with gold. So on the 4-hour chart, this is what I like to do. We're going to have, number one, I want to look at the trend, okay? Number two, I want to see targets for the week. And number three, I want to see order zones, okay? Now, if you don't understand how order zones work, it's something that I made up. It's something that it just makes it easier for me to trade. But order zones are areas where I like to place my orders. It's where I like to buy or sell. It's an area that as soon as I go in the market, it's the way I trade is once I analyze the market, I don't actually look at it until price gets to the area that I like. And then once it gets to the area that I like, I'm trading, okay? Now, we're going to clean up the market. We're going to see exactly what's going on. We're going to take away the small things that we don't need. For example, we don't need resistance up here anymore because price is all the way down here, way below 2,000. We don't need to worry about this line anymore. We don't need to worry about the support. And we need to now understand support and resistance on a greater level, okay? And first thing first, let's just clear everything out, okay? So we can draw this together. First thing first, we saw a break of structure, okay? And we need to understand that when there's a break of structure, there's a retest, okay? So we write break of structure, okay? People like to do change of character. People like to do break of structure. People like to explain how it's just broken structural. They'll write whatever they want to write. I was change of character at a point. I like to write break structure. It doesn't matter. They're all the same thing, okay? Obviously, a lot of people say different, but me personally, I look at it as the same thing. Okay, break a structure and we gain some resistance. Resistance meaning that price came to an area and did not want to continue, okay? Because price can really, if it really wanted to, with this great push that we had, price can, it can come up and then continue to the downside. But what happened? It continued pushing up instead to the point where it's almost going to break our lows over here. Now this shows me that this is resistance, area resistance, and if we just throw this all the way back, we can see that in history, we had the same thing. Resistance, okay? And again, if I push it all the way back even more, resistance over here, and potentially even support. Sorry. I'm going crazy. Support, and then resistance over here, okay? Now we're going to bring it back to our time frame. And sorry, this is not resistance, this is support. I don't know why. It's early in the morning and I'm just forgetting our supports and resistance now. So sorry, this is our support, okay? It's built a support level. Now this is something where I like to target, okay? This is my next target. Why? Because if price did it once, it will do it again. We can see back here, you know, it supported over here, went up, it came back down, supported again, okay? And then it went back up again. So this is something I'm looking at again, especially with our breaker structure, okay? Now with breaker structure, I want to draw some support and resistance over here. So what we're going to do, support level, right, which is now turning into a resistance, okay? Was our support and now it's turning into resistance. And you can see that instantly we're starting to break down the market. And we're only on a 4-hour chart, guys, okay? We're slowly starting to break down the market. These are strong. Let me give you something to let you know. The higher the time frame you draw your support and resistance, the stronger it is. So if you draw support and resistance on 5 minutes, it's not going to be as strong. It's going to be a very weak support. It's going to be a very weak resistance, okay? Very weak key level. But now if you do that on a higher time frame, like the 4 hours or the 1 day, or even, you know, some people like to use 2 hours or 3 hours, those are strong. Okay, me personally, I only look at the 4 hours, 1 hour and 15. Those are the time frames that I look at. But if you are looking at something different, you know, you have those different time scales, but the higher it is, the stronger it is, okay? So we identified, now we're identifying, so we actually skipped the trend. So sorry, trend is very obvious. If we go from the highest point, okay, the highest point of the body to lowest to where the body is right now, we can see the price is going downwards, okay? I don't like drawing my trend lines like that, but, you know, we can see that we are on a downtrend, okay? So we identify the trend, that's check. We identify targets now because we've got breaker structure, we went down, we looked at target where it is right now, price is actually at our target, so that means this is going to be our order zone. But just in case, we're going to go into the 1 hour now, we're going to see if we can identify more trend lines or identify a better trend line for us. If I just draw this out again, we can see that if I just draw this out as promptly as possible, we can see that that's our lovely trend line, okay? Really, really nice trend line. Let me just extend it a little bit longer. Really, really nice down trend line. Okay, how I draw my trend lines, I know I'm going very quick, but it has to go A, B, and there's many alphabets over here. So 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4 point. So that means this is really, really strong. So that means we'll have a 5th point. We should have a 5th point. Okay, so what I'm looking at is price going to our trend line. And guess what? I have an order zone because where price goes to our trend line is where the previous high was and the previous low. Okay, so the lower high and the previous lower low. Okay, and that's where I place my order. And these are going to be my order zones. So we write order zones. Okay, and it's perfect because our order zone is at our trend line. So that means if price does get to our trend line, and is it at a point where it's a key level? Well, 186, okay, is a nice round figure for that. So if I just draw a horizontal line, coordinates 186, you can see that is actually 186 is a really, really nice key level. Okay, so we're going to write key levels. Okay, now the reason why I draw this out is for you lot to also write down these key levels. So 1986? Okay, 1986. We obviously have the 2000. And for targets, so the targets are going to be 19, let's keep it 1955. Okay, 1955. Okay, those are key levels. These are the prices where we like. Okay, now keep these key levels in mind. Again, what are we looking for? Sell only trades. Okay, that's all I'm looking for, guys. Okay, I'm looking for a sell only trade unless the market breaks structure. Okay, the market breaks structure, then I'm definitely going to buy. But at the moment right now, we're looking for sells. I'm looking for a sell around this order zone. Stop loss definitely above this previous high that we had, okay? Above there, 79 pips, okay? But our target, a massive 200 and so pips, okay? So if I just put if I just show you inputs, profit, yep, okay, and there we go, and that will be our trade. Now I know this is a huge trade. This is on the 1 hour, but this is probably going to be like a, intraday trader or day trader kind of trade. But in this, you know that you can always sell within the trend. Okay, very, very simple, guys. This is my gold analysis for the week. This is my setup for the week. Okay, make sure you like this video. Again, if you like the way I break down the market and analyze, make sure you subscribe, and I'll definitely see you in my next breakdown video.